Hello and welcome to this Mandala Vinyasa flow. This is going to be a dynamic yoga practice that's going to focus on building strength and mobility. When you're ready, come and stand on the mat and then separate the feet into a straddle stance. So feet parallel, legs wide apart. And then just take a moment to rock forwards and backwards, get a sense of where your center is. And then grounding down here, let's take a gentle fold forwards. So if the hamstrings are feeling tight, find a little bend in the knees. And then go and draw the chin in closer to the chest, lengthen the back of the neck. And if it feels comfy, rest the hands on the mat or a set of blocks if you have them. Take a few moments here just to hang out, tune into your breath. Okay, bring the hands to the hips. On an inhale, come all the way up to stand. And then keeping the heels where they are, open the feet out. And bend the knees, sink the hips down, coming into Goddess Pose. Then we're looking to open the knees wide and sink the hips down. And you can rest the hands wherever feels comfortable. Again, take a moment just to rock from side to side. Get a sense of where your center is and then find stillness there. Taking a few deep breaths here. Keep sinking the hips down, rolling the shoulders down the back. Building a little bit of heat now in the lower body. Stay with the pose, a couple more breaths. Really good. Okay, slowly straighten out the legs. Bring the feet in parallel. And then we'll fold forwards once more. Bring the hands in front of you, creating a triangle from the feet to the hands. And keeping the left hand on the mat, reach the right arm up, twist open. And you can gaze up at the sky here or gaze down at your left hand, whatever works best for you. Go ahead and wrap the right arm around the back, reach to take a hold of your waistband or the top of the left thigh. And roll the right shoulder back to deepen the twist. Two more breaths here. Soft and slow, in and out. And then release the right hand down to the mat. And reach the left arm up, twisting open, finding a place to focus your gaze. And then wrapping the left arm around the back, reach for your waistband or the right thigh. Settle in, deepen the breath. One more breath here. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And then release the left arm down to the mat. Walk both hands to the right foot. And then fold over your right leg. Draw the chin into the chest. Let the back of the neck relax. And keep pressing through the feet so you get a sense of grounding and stability. Lifting the chest halfway now, keep the left hand or left fingertips on the mat. Reach your right arm up and twist open to the right. And start to bend the knees a little bit, lift the heels so you're balancing on the balls of your feet. And start to spin on the feet. And then slowly sit the hips down. You're looking to stack the right leg on top of the left. And then from here, wrap the right arm around the back, bringing the hand between the shoulder blades. And reach the left arm overhead, maybe bringing the hands together. Don't worry if they don't quite reach. Settling into cow face pose now. Soften the eyes closed. Tune into a deeper breath. Release the arms. And then plant the left hand back where it was. Reach the right arm up. Press through the feet to lift the hips. And you're slowly coming back to that forward fold. Then go ahead and walk the hands to the left foot and fold over the left leg. Deep breaths here. Just settling in for a moment of stillness. Really good. Lift the chest halfway. Keep the right hand or fingertips on the mat. Reach the left arm up to twist open. And bending the knees a little bit, lift the heels. Start to spin on the balls of the feet so you're turning as the hips slowly lower and the knees stack. Then as you sit down, wrap the left arm around the back. Bring the hand between the shoulder blades. And reach the right arm overhead, bringing the hands together. Don't worry if they don't quite touch. Settling in, soften the eyes closed. Just following the breath as it moves in and out. Letting the pose be easy, without effort. Okay, then release the hands. Place the right hand back on the mat as the left arm reaches up. And then press through the feet as you lift the hips. Unspin the legs. Come back into a straddle forward fold. And we'll take 5 breaths here. You can stay in complete stillness, or if you like, you can shimmy from side to side, whatever feels good for you. We're still warming up, so I encourage you to invite any movement that your body feels is necessary. Okay, then walk both of the hands to the left foot. Turn the feet to face the short end of the mat. And step the left foot back into downward dog. First one of the practice, so give yourself time to settle in. Start to pedal out the legs here. Sway the body from side to side, finding any movement that feels good. Really taking your time here to feel into the spaces that need a little bit more attention. Okay, and then let's settle in, find stillness. Press through the hands, ground down through the heels. And draw your chin towards your chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Beautiful. Just a couple more breaths like this, really pressing through the hands, creating lots of length from your fingertips down to your tailbone. Drawing the navel in towards the spine. Beautiful. And go ahead and lift the right leg, keep the hips square for now. And press through the ball of the foot. Keep pressing through the hands to create a stable base. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring knee to nose. And then step the foot forwards in between the hands. Find your stability, press through the feet, reach the arms up for high lunge. And press through the back foot as you reach up with the arms, gazing ahead of you. Bring hands into prayer, heart center now. And then shift the weight into the front foot as you press off the back foot, bringing the back knee in towards your chest. Then cross the left leg over right. Wrap the left arm over right, coming into Garudasana. Bend the grounded leg, sit the hips down in your imaginary chair, and press the arms and legs together. Holding it steady, just a couple more breaths here. Really good. Then keeping the arms as they are, unravel the legs. And then straighten the left leg back, coming into warrior three now, super slow through the transition. Rolling the left hip down to keep the hips square. Then slowly lower the back foot down to the mat, open out the foot, coming into warrior two. Unwind the arms and gaze ahead of you. Gazing at your middle right finger, roll the shoulders down the back. And really let the hips sink down here, ground into the lower body. Steadying the breath in these moments of stillness. Beautiful. Bring the hands into prayer. Straighten out the front leg as you bend the back leg. And start to flex the right foot. So you're just balancing on the heel. Sink the hips down to the left heel for Skandasana. Beautiful. Keep pressing through the left foot to find balance. And then lower the hands down to the mat and turn to face the left foot. Turn the back toes forwards. Keep the right hand on the mat as the left arm reaches up, twisting open. Beautiful, gazing up at the sky if it feels okay for your neck. If not, then gaze down at the mat, whichever works best for you. Keep rolling the left shoulder back, open the chest. Stay for one more deep breath in. And out, lower the left hand down. Get stable, press through the feet and reach the arms up for high lunge. Inhale here, pressing through the back heel. Exhale here. Reaching the arms up, gazing ahead of you. And slowly bring hands into press, shifting the weight into the front leg as you press off that back foot. Come and stand forwards. Bring the back knee into the chest. And then cross the right leg over left. Cross right arm over left, coming into Garudasana, eagle pose. And then squeezing arms and legs together, sitting down in an imaginary chair. Holding it steady. Keep squeezing the arms and legs together, focusing on one spot. Really nice. Keep the arms as they are, unravel the legs. Straighten the right leg all the way back, coming into warrior three, super slow and controlled. Roll the right hip down to avoid opening the hips. Gaze on one spot. Really good. And then slowly lower the back foot down. Open out the foot to come into warrior two. Unwind the arms. Roll the shoulders down the back as you settle in. And then gaze at your left middle finger. Steady the breath as we settle in. Making any little adjustments that you feel you need to. Really nice. Bring hands into prayer. Straighten out the front leg as you bend the back. And then flex the left foot so you're balancing on the heel. Begin to sink the hips down to the right foot, finding Skandasana. Taking a moment here, find your balance. Keep pressing through the feet. And then lower the hands to the mat, spin to face the right foot, turning the back foot forwards. Keeping the left hand on the mat, reach the right arm up, twist open. Find a place to focus your gaze as you settle in. Roll the right shoulder back to open the chest. And breathe deeply here. Maybe even softening the eyes, closed if you like. Taking a moment to really connect to the pose. One last breath here. As you exhale out, lower the right hand down to the mat. And we'll step the right foot back, coming into plank pose. Beautiful work. Hold it there. Gaze in between the thumbs and press away from the mat. And very slowly, let's come down through Chaturanga, making our way all the way down to the belly. Bringing the forearms to the mat, untucking the toes, coming into Sphinx. Roll the shoulders back, pull the chest forwards, and soften the eyes closed. Take a moment here to ground down as we check in with the body and the breath. Amazing. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Press all the way back into downward dog. Find any movements here that allow you to settle in. And then grounding down, finding stillness. Pressing through the hands and the feet. Really good. Okay, then on an inhale, lift the left leg up. Keep the hips square for now. Press through the ball of the foot. And press through the hands to create stability. And then bending the knee on an exhale, bring knee to nose. And step the foot in between the hands. Lower the back knee down, coming into low lunge. You can untuck the back toes here, let the front knee track past the ankle. Reach the arms up, opening the chest. You can bring the fingertips to touch. Roll the shoulders back, really encouraging the chest to open as you sink the hips down and forwards. Beautiful. Lower the hands to the mat, tuck the back toes. Then straighten out the front leg, send the hips back, and flex the front foot. If you want, you can keep the hips raised, or you may even sit the hips all the way back, resting on your back heel. And from here, fold forwards, bring the belly towards the left thigh. Taking a few steady breaths here. Keeping the front foot flexed to feel quite a deep stretch in the back of the left leg. Okay. Lift the chest and lift the hips. And you may need to edge the front foot a little further forwards to create some space. Keeping the right hand on the mat, reach the left arm up, twist open to the left side. Squeeze the inner thighs together, so we're keeping the hips square here. Press through the right hand, open the chest to the left side. Amazing. And start to take the weight onto the right hand as you sweep the left leg out to the side. Lift the foot off the mat and sweep the leg all the way back, coming into a supported side plank variation. Keep the leg lifted, hold it there. Drawing the navel towards the spine. Keep pressing through the right hand. Beautiful work. Let's bring the left leg all the way forwards again. Lower the heel down to the mat. And then bend the front knee, coming back through a low lunge. Bring the left hand down to the mat. And then keeping the back knee on the mat, bring the foot to the left side of the mat. Windmill the arms to come into a modified warrior 2. If you're new to this pose, take a moment just to work it out in your own body. And then gaze at your left middle finger. Roll the shoulders down the back. Beautiful. Then flipping the left palm. On an inhale, reaching the left arm up as the right arm goes back. And you can just lean back, or maybe you reach to take a hold of the mat. Whatever works for you. Gaze up, open the chest. Beautiful work. And then lower the left hand down to the mat behind you. So it's coming to meet the right. And then you're spinning on the right knee to face the other side of the mat. Press through the left foot and the hands as you lift the right leg all the way up, coming into three-legged down dog. Keeping the hips square here, take a breath in. Press through the ball of the foot. As you exhale, bring the right knee into the nose, super slow. And then step the foot in between the hands, finding your low lunge. Untuck the back toes, let the knee come past that ankle. And reaching the arms up now, settling in, bringing fingertips to touch, opening the chest. Maybe even softening the eyes closed. Beautiful. Lower the hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toes. Then straighten out the front leg. Flexing the front foot. And again, you can keep the hips raised or you can sit back on your back heel. And then fold forwards, bring belly to right thigh. Getting a little bit deeper now with the breath. Keeping the front foot flexed to increase the intensity. Okay, then lifting the chest, edging that front foot a little further forwards if you know you need a little bit more space. Then keeping the left hand on the mat, reach the right arm up, twist open. Squeeze inner thighs together, and this will help create more stability. And then press through the left hand, open the chest to the right side. Beautiful. Start to lean the weight into the left hand as you sweep the right foot out to the side, lift the heel off the mat. And then sweep the leg all the way back, coming into this modified side plank. If you're wobbling all over the place, don't worry, I am as well. Stay with it. Try to find some composure here. Keeping the leg lifted, core active. Really good. Keep pressing through the left hand. And then slowly let's bring the right leg back out to the side, bring the leg forwards. And then as the foot comes down, bend the knee, lower the right hand to the mat. Keeping the left knee where it is, but opening the foot out to the right side. Then windmilling the arms, coming back into a modified warrior 2. Roll the shoulders down the back, find your pose, and then gaze over the right middle finger. Beautiful. Connect to your breath. Relax the shoulders down the back. And flipping the right palm to face up. On an inhale, right arm reaches up, left arm reaches back. See if you can reach the floor. Gazing up, opening the chest here. Beautiful. If this becomes too much for the neck, then gaze down. Stay for one more deep breath in. Exhale out. And then lower the right hand down to meet the left. Spin on the left knee so you're facing the other side of the mat now. Then press through the hands and the right foot, lifting the left leg all the way up, coming back into three-legged down dog. Keeping the hips square here. Press through the ball of the left foot. Beautiful. And then lower the left foot down to the mat, coming back into downward dog. Pedal out the legs if you like, or find any movements that feel good. Stay for one more deep breath in. And a long exhale out. And coming forwards into plank pose, stack the shoulders over the wrists. And then bring the feet together, open out into side plank on your left. Take a moment to get your balance here. Press the ground away from you. And bending the right knee, lift the foot. And slowly step the right foot in front of the left thigh. And then spin the right toes to face the front of the mat, the short end. Keep the left hand on the mat, keep the right arm reaching up. And slowly lift the back foot to come into a revolved half moon. Squeezing inner thighs together, keeping the back leg lifted, opening the chest to the right side. Hold it there. Beautiful work. Slowly start to lower the back foot down to the mat and bend into the front knee. Then pressing through the feet, staying in the twist, coming up into a twisted high lunge. If you need to reset the feet as you find your pose, please do. Roll the shoulders down the back, keep twisting to the right side. Hold it there, sinking the hips down. Beautiful. Then lower the right arm down. Turn the body to face forwards as you reach both arms up. Coming into high lunge. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out. And then open out the back foot. Open the arms into a T shape, coming into warrior two. And straightening out the front leg. Reach forwards, start to bend into the right side of the body, and then lower the right hand down to the inner right leg as the left arm reaches up for Trikonasana. Opening the chest here, pressing through the feet. Stay for one more deep breath in. And a smooth exhale out. Really good. Press through the feet, lift the chest. And then turn the right toes to face the long end of the mat so the feet are parallel. And then turn the left toes to face the short end of the mat, setting ourselves up for triangle on this side. Start to lean towards your left foot. And then lower the left hand to the inside of the leg as the right arm reaches up, keeping the chest open. Really nice. Gazing up or down, whichever feels best for your neck. Breathing steady. Beautiful work. Slowly come back up. Bend into the left knee to come back through warrior two. Again, resetting the feet at any time if you feel you need to. Rolling the shoulders down the back here. And then lowering the right arm down, turning to face forwards as you lift the back heel, spin the back foot to face forwards, and reach the arms up for high lunge. Beautiful work. And then twisting to the left now, open the arms out wide, coming back through your twisted high lunge. Keep rolling the shoulders down the back, twisting to the left side. I'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Amazing. Now let's transition into that balance again. So lower the right hand down to the mat, reach the left arm up. And staying in the twist, kick off the back foot, take the weight into the front leg, and lift the back leg. Keep twisting to the left, squeezing inner thighs together. Keep that back leg lifted as you hold your pose. Beautiful work. And slowly lower the back foot down to the mat. Keep the right hand on the mat, maybe just bringing the right hand under the shoulder. And then we'll transition back into that side plank, so slowly stepping the left foot back on top of the right. Finding a moment's balance here, press away from the mat, hold it there. Amazing. Lower the left hand down to the mat, coming into your plank pose. Reset if you need to, bring the shoulders over the wrists, gaze in between the thumbs. And if the hips are piking up, then slightly tuck the tailbone. And super slowly, let's come down through Chaturanga, coming all the way down to the belly. Keeping the hands next to the rib cage, untuck the toes. And with an inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, coming into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Lifting up from the crown of your head, pulling the chest forwards. Taking a few deep breaths here. Softening the eyes closed if you like. Beautiful. Lower the chest down, press all the way back into downward dog. Settling in. Taking any movements you need to reset here. Beautiful. And stepping the feet together now. Lift the left leg high, open out the hip. Focus on keeping the shoulders square. And bending the left leg, slowly step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Coming into lizard lunge, lower the back knee down. And you can stay up on your fingertips here, or you can come down to the forearms, whatever works. I invite you to soften into this pose. Deepen into your breath. Beautiful work. Staying for a couple more breaths, softening with each exhale. Amazing. Support yourself with your hands. And tuck the back toe and lift the knee. And taking hold of the left big toe, open out into side plank. And begin to lift the left leg up, keeping the leg straight if you can as we come into an extended side plank. Keep pressing through the right hand, lifting the hips, pressing the left foot into the left hand. Amazing work. And start to bend the left knee. Bring the foot to the right hip crease. So you're coming into a half Lotus. And sit the hips down to the back of the right wrist. And then spin to face the other side of your mat. Reach both arms up with an inhale. As you exhale, we'll fold. Again, I invite you to soften in here. Instead of forcing the body into a pose, just be wherever you're at. On an inhale, lifting the chest back up and placing both hands behind you. And then you're spinning to face forwards, press through the right foot, lift up into a half lotus down dog. So we're keeping the left leg where it is for now. Take a moment here just to explore this variation. Press down through the right heel and both hands. And looking in between the hands, bring the left knee to the back of the wrist. Lower the hips down to the mat, coming into Pigeon Pose. And walking the hands forwards now, settle in for 5 breaths. Rolling the left hip back slightly, the right hip forwards. Inviting the body to soften with each exhale. Amazing. Come and sit back up. And sit over on your left thigh. And swing the right leg all the way around. Cross the right foot on top of your left knee. Then wrap the left arm around the right thigh. Place the right hand behind you and find a gentle twist to the right. Gazing over the right shoulder. With each inhale, focus on lifting from the crown of the head, creating length. With each exhale, focus on rolling the right shoulder back to twist. Beautiful. Slowly untwist. And place both hands on the left side. Press through the feet. Lift the hips and unspin the legs. And walk the hands forwards and step the feet back into downward dog. Stepping the feet together here. And then lifting the right leg high, open out the hip. Keep the shoulders square as the hip opens. And then stepping the right foot to the outside of the hand. Lower the back knee down, coming into your lizard. Finding any variation of lizard that works for you as you soften in and find stillness. Letting go another layer of tension with each exhale. Support yourself on your hands. And then tuck the back toes, lift the knee. Take a hold of your right big toe and then shift the weight into the left hand, coming into our extended side plank. So lifting the right leg up, pressing away from the mat. Finding a place to focus your gaze. Keep pressing the foot into the hand. Hold it there. Then bending the right knee, bring the foot to the inside of the left hip crease, coming into your half lotus. Begin to sit the hips down to the back of the left wrist, then spin to face the other side of the mat. Reaching both arms up on an inhale. With your exhale, we fold. Soften into the pose. Finding your pose without force. Deepen your breath. Okay, lift the chest, sit back up. Place the hands behind you. Turn to face the short end of the mat. Then pressing through the left foot, lift the hips, coming into down dog. Keeping the right leg in half lotus, take a few moments to explore this variation on this side. And looking in between the hands, bring the right knee to the back of the wrist. Coming into pigeon pose. Square off the hips. And then settle in. 5 breaths here. Drawing the right hip back, left hip forwards. Softening your shoulders and the muscles in the face. Wonderful. Come and sit back up. And sit on your right thigh. As you swing the left leg all the way around, cross the left ankle over the right knee. And then wrap the right arm around the left thigh, placing the left hand behind you as you twist to the left. Take a moment to find your pose, make any adjustments you need to. And then focus on lifting up from the crown of your head with each inhale, lengthening. Rolling the left shoulder back, twisting with each exhale. Beautiful. Slowly untwist. Place the hands on the right side. Lift the hips as you unspin. Then walk the hands forward, step the feet back into downward dog. Really pressing through the hands here, sending the hips high, creating lots of length through the spine. Beautiful work. Now lift the heels, come up onto the balls of the feet. And then on an inhale, begin to round the back, ripple forwards into a high plank. As the shoulders stack the wrists, begin to bend the knees, dip the belly and arch the back. Gaze forwards. And as you exhale, press back, sending the hips high, straightening the legs. Coming to downward dog. We'll take this a couple more times. Inhale, round forwards through high plank. Exhale, knees bend, back arches. Press back, down dog. A little bit more fluid this time. Inhale like a wave, come forwards. Exhale as you arch, moving back. 2 more times at the pace of your own breath. One more time. Beautiful. And grounding down through the heels, settle back into downward dog. And then coming forwards into your plank pose. Take a moment there, stack the shoulders over the wrists. Press away from the mat, gaze in between your thumbs. And then really slowly we'll come down through Chaturanga, finding our way to the belly. Untuck the toes, and then bring the fingertips out wide, coming up onto tented fingers for a wide cobra. Start by pressing through the fingertips, rolling the shoulders back as you lift the chest. And squeezing the glutes, pressing the tops of the thighs and the feet into the mat. And then lowering the chest down, maybe bringing the fingertips a little bit closer to you now. And then let's press back up, roll the shoulders down the back, opening the chest. And lower the chest back down. Maybe bringing the hands even closer this last time, and then pressing up, rolling the shoulders down the back, keeping the lower body active, glutes active. And then lower the chest back down, great work. And keeping the fingertips like this, bend your left knee. Then roll onto the right side of the body and place the left foot behind you. Then press through the fingertips, lift the chest. And then turn to face the other side of the mat. Reach the left arm up, lift the chest. Inhale here. As you exhale, reach the left arm forwards on the inside of your left leg. And then wrap the left arm around the leg, reach the right arm around the back, see if you can bring the hands together. Don't worry if they don't quite touch, just come to wherever you're at. And slightly draw chin into chest, lengthen the back of the neck, stay here. Deepen the breath. Really good. Release the hands. Place the right hand behind you and then press through the left foot. Lift the hips, reaching the left arm overhead to come into Wild Thing. Lifting the hips and the heart, really pressing through the right hand. Hold your pose. Beautiful. Start to lower the hips down. Lower the left hand down to the mat and come back onto the belly. Coming onto tented fingers once more. Then bending the right leg, roll onto the left side and place the right foot behind you. Then press off the hands, face the other side of the mat. On an inhale, reach the right arm up, create length. Exhale, reach forwards and then wrap the arm around the leg. Bring the left arm round to meet it. Again, don't worry if you're not quite gripping both hands. Just stay wherever you're at. Then settle in without forcing anything. Find a balance between ease and effort. Okay, release the hand. Place the left hand behind you. Press through the right foot. Start to lift the hips as you reach the right arm overhead. Coming into your wild thing. Staying strong here, pressing away from the ground. Lifting the hips and the heart. Beautiful. Lower the hips down. Lower the right hand down and roll back onto your belly. Lower all the way down. And then let's press back into Child's Pose. Sitting the hips back on the heels, resting the head on the mat. And you can choose to reach the arms forwards or rest them by your side, whichever best serves you. Invite your body to soften here as we begin to slow down the practice. Letting go of any residual tension. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Begin to walk the hands in towards your knees, come up into a kneeling position. And then swing the legs round and lie down on your back. As you lie down, begin to hug the knees into the chest. Take a gentle rock from side to side to massage the back. If you like, you could open the knees wide. If you want to go further, you can reach to take a hold of the feet, coming into happy baby. Again, just finding those gentle movements from side to side. Soften the muscles in your face. Begin to invite the body to relax, to unwind. And bring the knees in together, holding them close for one final hug. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let go of the legs, straighten them out, and we'll find our way into Shavasana. Rolling the shoulders down the back, let the body spread out and take up space. Begin to settle into stillness. Soften into the ground. And find small movements in the fingers and toes. And then hugging the knees into the chest. Slowly roll onto one side, keeping the eyes closed for now. And when you're ready, join me in a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall, rest the hands on your knees. Relax the shoulders down your back. Take a moment to observe what's going on for you right now. Soak in the effects of the practice. And most importantly, thank yourself for showing up. Let's bring hands together in prayer at heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoyed this mandala flow, and I would love to hear how it went for you. So if you do have the time, please leave a comment in the section below. I can't wait to hear your experiences from the mat. See you next time.